Afternoon everyone, to whoever watching my video. Today I will present about my journey. So far my life is very good. So before I present about how am currently, I will show you about myself in the past. About myself, full name is Hoàng Thông Phạm. The Thong is were named after the pine tree in Vietnamese. So you know the pine tree is a Christmas tree. I'm also very independent. I'm introvert but have a decent social life and show motivation. This is about my family. Yeah, you see an arrow guy is me. Below is my mother. At the top left is my father and then is my brother. My hobby is a lot, but I enjoy watching cinema movie, watching Japanese animation and manga. It's all comic and all the hobby like video games. Currently, I have a new hobby. It's known as photography. So I take picture of everything like people, environment, everything that I see that I feel interesting and I capture the moment. In my high school life, it's actually very good. Although during my study, it's actually very stressful during this year. So we have to study like from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and extra class after that too. Even though that the high school life is very stressful, I also enjoy many fun moments with my class, and we actually do a lot of things. We try to make the life of the grade 12 to be very memorable as we can. And that my graduation is actually very emotional. At this time, many of my friends will go on different way. So I think it is a saddest moment of my life, but everyone had to move on. In 2014, I started to study at MIT, Royal Melbourne Institution and Technology. So I had many fun moments. Although at the first start of my uni life, I actually is very complicated. Even though I have some achievement during my uni life, so I have attained the student ambassador, which is basically a volunteer where I guide new student, like high school student, around the MIT campus in Vietnam, so make sure that they know exactly where they can go. Um, I don't graduate in Vietnam. I actually transferred to Australia to continue my study. First time in Australia is very different with different culture and everyone using English and culture different, which make me very feel you know feel scared and think. But then over time I will overcome it. Um, do I did forget that to mention I was in Melbourne in my first time in Australia. But then I enjoy a lot of things. I go to the cinema without any Vietnamese subtitle. So yeah, basically I have to use my English to understand what's going on in the movie. Also, I have a group of friends to make sure that I feel accompanied. These people is come from different country. In 2017, I officially graduated. So yeah, this time it's not emotional like in the high school. However, it still marked my achievement, which I complete a bachelor degree in Australia. So yeah, I actually know some teacher and then it's very fun to talk with them again in this graduation. Then I moved to Tasmania. During the first year, actually during the first 6 months, it's very hard for me because I don't actually have friends, and many things in Tasmania actually is very different than in Melbourne. However, I was lucky enough to have a bunch of friends, a group of friends who come from different culture. In the second years, I become more confident. So yeah, look at my hairstyle now. Yeah, it look right neat. It look more cleaner. It's more self-confidence. Yeah, it's basically in the second years I getting more about living in Australia, and I done many things in Tasmania. During this time, I doing volunteers and doing some event, and most memorable is this one. It's about virtual reality event where we present new people to try the VR program so that they know what is VR. I have fun around this event, taking photography and have fun with the customer too. I also graduated again in 2019. This time I graduate for master degree. Also, I don't feel too emotional about this graduation, but it's also mark of my beginning for anything that come after this year. And I was thinking it's not the best time because in 2020 at the start, the coronavirus had been the critical thing in the world. However, I still enjoy a little bit fun time before the pandemic become very hard to control, and then everyone had to be isolated in their house. Even though that coronavirus is interferes the fun time, I actually try to enjoy many fun outdoor activities such as this one where I bicycle out on the beach. Currently, everything is quite good here, except for one bad that I still don't have a job. So even though this coronavirus is very complicated to get a job, I still think that trying to get a job, trying to have the PT and other things like driver license, and some IT certificate so that I can help myself for the future. Thank you for listening. This is the end of presentation.